Okay, welcome back everybody. The next video in this series where I'm creating a game with Unreal and C++. In the last video I mentioned I'm going to I've got these military character dark and silver models that I'm going to use for the different teams. And this will be my soldier character model. And I mentioned I was going to use the animation starter pack to do the animations for the character. But I think I've decided not to do that. Instead, I've downloaded a bunch of Mixamo animations because I think there might have been just a few things missing from that animation starter pack that I was going to want. And so I just decided to go ahead and try to use Mixamo for everything. And I've done a little bit of prep work here. First of all, I've moved all of everything that used to be in my animations folder, I've moved to this legacy folder. And the idea is I'm going to delete this when I'm done. And there will be a bunch of other cleanup I can do on this as well once I'm done getting these character animations in. But I'm leaving them there for reference because I'm basically just going to copy everything that's there, at least mostly. As far as the animations go, I've got a locomotion pack from Mixamo, and I also got this Pro Rifle pack that I think is going to have pretty much everything I need. I also downloaded individual animations for pulling out the rifle and putting it away. I was using an animation in the animation starter pack for that before, but I'll be able to get rid of that and just use this instead. So I've already put these in order to get these animations. What I did is, since the military character uses the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin, what I did is I uploaded the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin to Mixamo and then downloaded all of these animations, and then I used the converter tool that Terrabilis Studios has built to fix the animations to make them work with Unreal, because basically the Mixamo animations don't have a root bone. And so I think that's mainly what that converted does. It's got some other functionality in it as well, but that's the main thing that it fixes. Is it fixes the root bone in those Mixamo animations so that they work in Unreal. So I've already done all of that. I didn't want to show that because it takes a long time and it's not terribly interesting. So there are videos out there though on that converter and how to use it and how to get animations into Mixamo. So do some YouTube searching if you want to learn how to do that. For now, what I'm going to do is recreate the folder structure I had in here, and I think I had a locomotion folder and an actions folder. And inside of each one of those, I had a unarmed and rifle. Okay, and in the rifle folder in locomotion, I'm going to create, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, I'm going to do unarmed first and go to locomotion pack, and I really just need idle, running, and walking for now. I'll probably use the rest of these, but for now I'm just going to grab these three, and I'm going to choose the skeleton for the military character here. Yep. And import those. And I generated these obviously with the mannequin, but the reason that works, choosing the military characters, because they're the same mannequin. So I'm gonna bring in a new blend space here, new legacy blend space 1D. Call this blend space Aspen underscore unarmed underscore locomotion. Oh, what am I doing? Let me copy that, pick the skeleton, and then paste in that name. I'm gonna open this up, and I believe our speed axis, I think the maximum on this was 600. I'll fix it later if it's not. And I'm gonna choose snap to grid here. I'm gonna bring in the idle. The walking is gonna be over here at 150, and the running is gonna be over here at 600. I'll hold down the control and drag along here and just see that it works, and it does. So I'm gonna save that. And now I've got that blend space recreated. So I'm gonna come into animations, and I'm gonna create a new animation blueprint again from the same skeleton. I'm gonna call this soldier. Aspen _ soldier. And I'm gonna open my original blueprint here. And just remind myself how I did this. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'm going to open up my new one, and we're going to create a state machine, and call that unarmed locomotion. And we're going to drag in that blend space, hook it up, and inside of here we need to grab the speed from my where is it? Oh, I need to reparent this. Reparent to Aspen character anim instance. Now if I get speed, there should be it's not showing. There we go. Get ground speed, that's what I called it. Okay, so we're setting that ground speed. Save, compile, and let's come to my characters. I'm going to get rid of this AI one, I don't really need it. And in my player blueprint, replace the mesh, and replace the animation blueprint with my new soldier one. Compile that, save it, and let's see what happens here. Actually, let me stop that and set this back to just one for now. And he's just stuck there. That's not the correct. That is not the correct character, I don't believe. see what happens when the. No, it is the right character. See what happens when the sun comes up. Oh, something's broken with my sun. All right. I don't feel like dealing with that for now, so let me get rid of my sun sky actor. It's probably because I need to recompile. I just don't want to. So for now, we'll just add in a skylight and an atmospheric light so that there's lighting. Okay, now let me start again and let's take a look at what's going on here. It's like a mix. I had a material set for this guy and I don't know if I need it anymore or if I need to specify. You know what, let me real quick just see what happens if I do a new. There we go. That's the one I need. Okay, that should fix that up. Get rid of that. Okay, so the character showing up. Animation blueprint is not hooked up because I haven't actually hooked up the pose yet. So we're gonna do a new cached pose here. Come on. Call that unarmed locomotion pose. Let me reference back here. I've got my main locomotion right. Okay. I see what I did. So let's do. Is that what I did? Yes. So we'll call this main locomotion like the other one. Come on into it for now. We'll just go straight to what did I call that? Unarmed locomotion. Go back. And then inside of it, I believe we just grabbed that unarmed locomotion pose. Throw that in there. Compile that. Now we got some animation. Oh, I need to. One thing I forgot to do is on the animations. I need to edit all of them and enable root motion. take a look at that blend space. Actually, let me look at the walking. Probably that first frame thing doesn't matter. There we go. Force root lock is what did it. Okay. Excellent. All right, so we've got him running. So we're going to create another state machine here. Called rifle locomotion. And let me take a look here at what I did. So this is going to be, I think, okay, right, a 1D blend space for when I'm just holding the rifle. You know, I don't know that this matters. Well, we'll see. And I got a bigger one for the aiming. I may not do it that way this time. Let's see. So rifle locomotion. We're going to do that 1D blend space. And then I had a separate blend space for when I was aiming. But I don't think that's the way this is going to work in the new one. So let me go ahead and make the blend space for when I'm just holding the rifle. So actually, let me bring in the animations. Let's see, rifle pack. We're gonna want idle. I'm not gonna worry about crouching yet, but or jumping, but we'll do that eventually. I'm gonna want run forward. And walk forward. Bring those in. And do a new 1D blend space. I'm going to call this Aspen underscore rifle underscore locomotion. And again, it's going to be speed 0 to 600, snap to grid, and I'm going to rename those animations because that's not good. yeah, that's not gonna work for me. Just prefix it with rifle. Okay, now, there we go. So now we got rifle idle, rifle walk forward, and rifle run forward. And that looks good. Save that. Come back to my blueprint. And in rifle locomotion, we will drag in that blend space. Connect that up. Save, compile. We'll put that into a cache pose. Rifle locomotion pose. Whoops. There we go. And then we're going to come in here and add rifle locomotion. Use the cache pose, hook that up, save, go back, and I believe I had states between these, if I remember correctly. Let me just refresh my memory. Yep. So we've got an equip, unequip, and then, okay, they're all hooked up. So let's do the equip and unequip. Use different animations for these that I got from Mixamo. I figured if I'm going to use Mixamo, I might as well use all Mixamo. So let's pull these into the actions folder that I created under rifle. We are going to have rifle pull out, rifle put away. Okay. So equip rifle. It's going to be rifle pull out. And unequip is going to be rifle put away. Before I was just using a single animation for these. Now I have two different ones, but it really shouldn't matter. And hook all these up. Can I not move all of these? Whoops. I really want these. I guess I can just move this over. There we go. Same difference. All right. So now let me just refresh my memory. I believe this is the, weapon equipped. This will be unequipped, and these will be, automatic. Okay. This one needs to be not. Okay, and then automatic. Now I have a delay timer that spawns the weapon at a certain point in the animation, so I may have to tinker with that now that I have a new animation there. Let's see what I got so far. Okay, we're running around, that's all good. Okay, that's obviously broken now. And that's because I don't have that hooked up yet. Let me do that. If I go back. No, that is hooked up. Okay, so I've got a problem there. I've got multiple. I know what the one problem is. I need to create the socket. So the weapon not spawning in the correct place is because I need to create a socket on the skeleton on the right hand. Let me see what I called that. If I look at my character blueprint. Right hand socket's just called right hand, okay. So on my skeletal mesh, and I think I'm actually using the silver one. Yep. On my skeletal mesh, I need on the right hand, add socket. Right hand. There we go. So socket needs to be fixed, and the animation timing, you could tell, was off pretty bad. Okay, let's see. You know what? Can I bring in a? Yeah, it's not going to be right. change the snapping there. Well, let's just see what it looks like. Need to get the animations working. You know what? It's actually fairly close. That left hand will need to be adjusted, but that might be fairly close. Okay, so that's fixed up. You know what? Let me adjust that timer. Let's see how long it takes. Let's see. I think it needs to be less. The put away animation is kind of ridiculous. That's not a rifle put away. That's a terrible animation. But it's the one I got, so I'm gonna use it. I just need to change. Let's try 0.5. That looked good. That's not so much. But I'm going to stick with that for now. Save that. And that is why you expose your variables to blueprints right there. Because if I'd had to go back and recompile to change that, that would have sucked. But instead, I was just able to update the blueprint, and we're good to go. Okay, now let's go back to that animation blueprint. See what's going on here. Rifle locomotion. Aha. Got to hook up the ground speed. There we go. Oh, once again, I forgot that root motion. Why is it still doing it? I guess I do need to set the... I guess the first frame thing did matter. No, it's still doing it. Why? Oh, the force root lock is not checking when I do it, when I do them all at once, so I guess I'm gonna have to... I don't know, I just didn't... Huh. That's very odd. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so now the aiming. And there's one thing I want to do in my code. When I am aiming, I want to force my max speed to be much lower than it is. So let's see where I'm setting that at. Boom, right here. Aim started, aim completed. I'm gonna create a couple of properties. Let me see what my character's max speed actually is right now. I think it's 600. That's what I've been putting in these blend spaces, but not 100% sure what the default is. So good grief. Max walk speed 600. Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna have a couple of variables here. I'm gonna put them right here because they're basically gonna be the same situation as these. I want a normal walk speed and an aiming walk speed. And this is going to be 600. And this is going to be, I'll leave it at 150 for now until we get a look at it, see what it looks like. Well, I can change it in the blueprint anyway. So, and in here we're going to do aiming started. Come on. My IntelliSense just cut out on me. I actually have to type the whole thing. That is a bummer. Max walk speed, I believe this was. There we go. Now I will move slower when I'm aiming. Let me go ahead and compile that. And we'll give that a minute. Oh, live coding. I just love live coding. See if it'll work on a second try. Okay, that compiled. Let me see what that accomplishes here.
Real quick, I don't know how long this is.
Okay, just had a little interruption there. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Now my animations are going to be all wrong because I haven't replaced that aiming blend space yet. But I do think the one thing I need to do I think what I need to do is when I'm aiming, well, first of all, let's fix this. When I equip and unequip, my legs aren't moving because I didn't create the split on the spine. Let's take a look at that legacy again just to see how I set that up. fairly certain if we look at the equip and unequip. Yeah, okay. So let's just grab. I'm just going to create this from scratch. Okay. So in the equip and unequip, no, not there. There we go. So in the equip and unequip, we need to do layered blend per bone, and we need to do the rifle locomotion blend space. And this is probably on spine 02. Copy these three, go to unequip, paste them in, save that. There we go. There's a little bit of an awkward transition there from running to, or from armed to unarmed. I can probably blend that better, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. So that's fixed. So really what I need to do is when I'm aiming, let me think. Yeah, maybe I should still do this the same way I did it last time. What really needs to happen is when I'm aiming, I need the rifle pulled up, and I think there's probably, if I look in the rifle pack, there's probably, yeah, idle aiming. Let me pull that in. Okay, so that's pulled in. Let me rename it. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the rifle needs to be in his hands a little, needs to be rotated. Needs to be rotated. Just need to fix that left hand. Let's see what that looks like in the other. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. So when I'm aiming, I need to use a different blend space because the animations, the feet are going to be all wrong. So so let me go ahead and create that blend space. And this is going to be blend space underscore Aspen underscore caps lock underscore rifle aiming. And again, we're going to have direction, speed, 0-600, -180 to 180. I'm going to snap, save that. I actually want to look at the other one. Actually, let's just go ahead and see, I think I'm gonna have to do another layered blend per bone when I'm aiming, and I'm gonna have to use this aiming animation as the top half, and then the bottom half will be everything else. So really, this can just be the normal rifle animations. So we're going to do walk forward 150, run forward, idle all across the bottom, actually shoot. Walking forward here, walking backward and running backward, I need those. Run forward, run backward. I already have run forward, so I just need, let's see, run backward and walk backward, which is right here. I'm going to pull in more later when I'm going to have to pull in run forward left and run back and backward right. I'll deal with that in a minute. Backward, run backward. Run backward, walk backward. I'm going to rename those. And I need to set the root motion on these as well. Okay. Walk backward. It's gonna be there and there. And run backward. There and there. And I'm gonna change my character blueprint temporarily so that I can see what did I call that? Boom length. Let's set this to 300 so I can see his feet while we're aiming. And then I'm going to go in to the rifle locomotion and we're going to create a new, actually, let me just drag in the blend space for aiming. We're going to get the direction. And speed. Save that. And we're going to create these transitions, and they're going to be, again, he is aiming. To be a little further back. And I need walk left and right and run left and right. Okay. Left, run right, walk left, walk right. Let's pull all of those in. And let me fix all these up. And I don't know why I have to come in here and do them individually, but that's what I'll do. I'm gonna leave that a ref pose. I have a hunch. Okay, and let me rename each one of these. I'll pause this while I do the rest. Okay, I renamed all those, but Unreal crashed on me in the middle of it, so I have no idea if I've lost anything or not. But we'll open up this blend space, and so now I have run left and walk left, run right, walk right. So see, run left, run right, walk left, and walk right. Looks like I lost my changes I made in my character blueprint, maybe. Good grief. Boom length 300. Yeah, I lost my walk speed changes because I live compiled it last time, so okay, we'll let that compile again, see if it fixes it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And now left and right both look good. I don't know why he's twitching like that. Forward, backward look good. I think forward left and backward right. Let me look at forward left. Let me see if there's a forward left. There's backward right, forward left. There we go. Okay, backward left. No, wait, I want backward right, forward left. Backward right, forward left. Okay, and now again, I'm gonna enable root motion and rename all of these again. So I'll just pause the video real quick while I do that. Okay, so those are all renamed and root motion fixed. So now I need some more divisions. No, that's not what so I don't want to snap anymore. Unless, actually, maybe I should put this to 8. So this is where okay. So run forward left, I think goes here. Walk forward left goes here. Walk backward right is going to go over here. Backward right and wait a second. I think I screwed that up. Let's see. Walk left, walk forward left, run forward left. No, that's correct. Walk forward left, run forward left. Walk backward right, run backward right. let me see. Yeah, there we go. So I just need to fix that twitchiness to the left. Looks like the walk left and the walk backward left both have a little bit of that twitchiness. Just need to fix that up. And I need to implement the aiming again. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that twitchiness for now. I'm probably going to have to look that up. But the aiming, we need to look back at that legacy blueprint and see how I did that. I know I think I did it manually. Yeah, this transform bone right here. And that's in the aiming. Okay. Let me copy these. And in my soldier blueprint. Paste. And we're going to go to here. Downside to switching back and forth between things the way I do sometimes is this is what happens. I don't remember exactly how I did something, and so I have to sort of remind myself. And it looks like Unreal's frozen up for the moment, so I'm going to pause until that takes care of itself. So Unreal crashed on me again. But I'm pretty sure I had everything saved, so although my compile is probably lost again, so if I run it'll be broken, but everything else should be okay. And I think there's a couple more things that I need to do. So let me open up this. Wow, it's frozen again. Maybe I have some kind of... No, there it goes. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to pull in the idle aiming animation here and do a layered blend per bone before I do any of this modify stuff. And I think that's how we want it, layered blend per bone. We're going to do spine 02 again. I'm going to split on spine 02. Base pose will be this guy. Blend pose will be this. And then we'll go into that. That way the rifle will be pulled up. You know, I'll be looking through the sights. There we go. And yeah, I'm running again because my compile. Let me go ahead and compile. I think I'm just about done here, so I want to see it actually fully working. Okay. That's a little weird. I'll have to change the way that aiming works, I think. I really need to use aim offsets, so maybe I'll try to do that now that I got all the animation, I think, where I want it. So I'll probably do some aim offsets sometime soon, but I'm not gonna worry about it for now. Okay. So I need to fix that glitch to the left there. I need to probably do some aim offsets. But I think other than that, that's basically done. So all I want to do now before I close out is there's some cleanup I can do now. I no longer need the animation starter pack at all. I'm not using anything from it. So I'm going to get rid of that. And the Unreal Engine 5 mannequin. I can get rid of. Okay, let's see. Under characters, I don't need anything under heroes anymore. I didn't have anything under there anyway, so I can get rid of that. That's Manny and Quinn. I don't need them anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that anyway. I'm gonna assume that's animations or something that. Let me pause while those delete. Okay, that finished. Let me just run real quick just to make sure I haven't completely broken anything, which I shouldn't have, because that. Yep. Okay, everything's still good. Whoops. So I don't believe that I need the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin anymore either. Why didn't that folder delete? Everything's gone. Just didn't delete the folder. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let me look in rigs here. Maybe I should keep this just for the rig. I mean, I don't really need those rigs. Well, I do need this rig. If I'm gonna do the IK, I don't really need the retargeters, but maybe I should keep them anyway. I'll just go ahead and I'll keep the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin. And let's see, I got rid of the animation pack, got rid of the mannequin. I think that's pretty much it. I got rid of my legacy folder. So I think everything should be in good order now. Oh, one more thing, which is, let's see, let me get rid of this directional light and this skylight and put my sun sky back, because now that I've recompiled, that should be working. It's nighttime, so I need for the clock to move forward to sunrise to see it work. I guess I need to give my guy a flashlight. Oh, you know what? I think he had a helmet light, actually, now that I think about it. So it's screwed up. Let me see what happened there. It says 2 p.m., but maybe. Sometimes when you use live coding, you end up with these weird situations where your code is, I don't know, maybe this didn't save correctly or something. Oh, it looks okay. Well, I'm gonna get rid of it again for now and just go back to regular daytime light till I can figure out what's causing that. But it does give me an idea that maybe I should put a light on my character. If I look at the viewport, let's see here. He's got something on his head there. Looks like a light, sort of. So I don't know. I may put a light on his head. We'll see. And right now I'm just using this silver character, but like I said, I'll eventually make it so that one team is using the silver and one's using the dark. But we'll deal with that at a much later time. For now, the character's in. The animations are all hooked up. It's working like it should, and the animations are actually in a better place than they were before. So let me change the boom length back on my character. Okay, just had a quick interruption there again. Let's see. I just want to change this boom length down to. Now, of course, everything's gonna autosave now. Come on. All right, 150. Actually, I'm gonna 150 boom length when we're aiming. Yeah, now you know what, you know what I'm gonna do? Well, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about it for now. Because I may change the way that aiming works entirely. So for now, that animations are in, they're in a much better place than they actually were before. So yeah. So next time maybe I'll see if I can bring in one of the vehicles, one of the aircraft from the Vigilante set, and see if we can. I don't know if I want to make it to where you choose how you want to spawn, or if you always spawn as a soldier and then you possess, you run up to the aircraft and possess it, kind of like Grand Theft Auto or something. I don't know which way I want to go yet, but at any rate, next video I'll start working on bringing in one of those aircraft, because I know there's several folks that are interested in that, but I wanted to get that soldier done first and get the cleanup. And in particular, I wanted to get the cleanup done because to clean a lot of that junk out, because I'm getting close to the point where I really should have this in some sort of source control, and the less stuff I have in the solution, the better it'll be when I get there. So I'll do that soon as well too. I don't know if I'll video that or not. If there's interest, maybe I will video putting it into Git or Perforce, whichever one. I haven't decided yet. At any rate, next video will be pulling in an aircraft and setting it up, and so hopefully that'll be soon. I'll see you then.